So how do you adjust these parameters? Well, first you have to focus it. You can do that either by touching it, such as the current, or by pressing the corresponding hotkey. For current it is C. You can see that the hotkey is underlined and highlighted in the name of the parameter. Once you have the parameter focused, you can change its value in a number of ways. Firstly, you can double touch it and you obtain a numeric keypad on the screen and you just enter 3.0 as the value. Secondly, you can increase or decrease the value. Thirdly, you can use the keyboard to do the same thing, of course. You can enter 5.0 using the keypad here, or you can increase or decrease the value. Some parameters, such as in Nodal ERP, the decrement, you can edit to modify its behavior under different conditions. So to edit it, you press the edit button or the insert button on the keyboard, and then you obtain a menu where you can adjust the various characteristics of the parameter. For the extra stimuli and the S1, to modify those, you focus it either by touching it, or in the case of the S1s, they mapped the F1 to F8 on the keyboard. And then you can adjust it either again by double tapping it, you get your keyboard, or by increasing it by 10 milliseconds, let's say the S2, 10 milliseconds up and down. If you want to change it by a large amount, such as let's say 100 milliseconds, you can just use the double plus and that changes it by 100. And you can of course use the keyboard too. Plus or minus increments it, decrements it, entering 400 changes it to 400, and to change it by 100 milliseconds, some people are not aware of this, but you can use Control plus, Control minus to change it. For those die-hard precision interested people, you can use alternate plus or minus to change it by 5 milliseconds. Now let's say that you've brought up the Nodal ERP protocol, and now you've set the values to the values that you want. Let's say we want to start at 500, and for S2 450. Let's say I want to save that as my permanent default value for the refractory period. I set it up on the screen and I just simply save it. You go to alternate, save protocol, and you save it to setup 1. You have a choice of up to 5 setups which can be assigned to the various doctors. From now on, Nodal ERP or the refractory periods protocol will always have 500 and 450. This applies to other parameters such as the current and the trains and the various other parameters on these screens.